Welcome to a video tutorial of how to send a message to a customer in EMS. I recommend watching this video in full screen so you can follow along and read things a little better. For this video, I'll be using the EMS web client. It works just the same as the desktop version, but it has a slightly different look even though all of the buttons and menu options are in the exact same place. So we're going to open up this booking right here. As a quick note, you can see that there are different pop-up boxes that come up when using this web client, so make sure that your browser isn't blocking this site, and make sure that we select the reservation heading. And we're going to change the status of this event to confirmed, and then send a confirmation message. You can see here that I have the ability to go directly to the confirmation menu, but we want to change the status first before we confirm anything. The first box here gives me the status options to choose from, and it shows me what the current status is right next to it. After I pick the status that I want, we need to make sure that both of these boxes are checked. We want to update the reservation status, and we want to be able to go directly to the confirmation menu once the status has been changed. The next box shows us the possible bookings to change. Now in this case, there's only one booking associated with this reservation, but if there were more, it would allow us to change all of the bookings or just some of them. Once we click on Next, it'll bring us to the confirmation menu. The confirmation menu will remember the settings from the last message that you sent. So if you've never done this before, you're going to need to set everything for the first time. But once you've done it, you just might need to tweak it from the last message that you sent. In the first tab, Date Range, the only field you need to worry about is the department. Make sure this is set to the department that you're representing. All of the other boxes here will be preset from the reservation you already selected. The next tab is Buildings, and you want to move all of these over so we don't miss anything. The left box indicates unselected criteria, and the right box is the ones that you've picked. So you can move things over from the left to the right one at a time, or you can click on the double arrows and move everything over at once. Go ahead and move all of those buildings from the left to the right. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with categories and statuses. We don't want to miss anything in any of these fields. The Options tab is for the print version of this message, the one that will be attached to our email. You can also use this to print the confirmation if you're the type of person who likes to print things. As you can see, there are different options to check and uncheck. Here's a list of the boxes that I generally encourage you to check. This should fill in pretty much everybody's needs. And finally, the last tab is Email Options. This is the important one. This is where you select the header message that you want to use in your message. So find the message that's yours in this top box. They are sorted by your departmental prefix. And you also want to make sure that you check the boxes for Attach Confirmation, that will attach the message from the tab that we were just on, and attaching the ICS file. That will allow your recipient to add the event to their personal Google or Outlook calendars. You can then pick the users that you want to send the message to, but that can also be changed later. Now we go to the bottom and click on Email. Here we're looking at a preview of the final message. Up on top we have the check boxes, again for adding and subtracting recipients. And you can either select your own to send from your own email address or from a departmental address if you have one. Now this is the only difference between the web client and the desktop version. The desktop version will allow you to directly edit this message. In the web version, we have an extra step where we click on Design. Now we can edit this message as needed. We can add to it, subtract to it. You can customize this message for this reservation, or if the header is fine as is and that's all you need, go ahead and send it. Whenever you're ready, again, just all you got to do is send the message and it'll go directly through the system to the recipient. Thank you for watching, and please keep me up to date on all the questions and issues that you guys have with EMS. We're working really hard to get the most we can out of this system, and I appreciate all of your feedback and your help.